Hello everyone, Charlie here, just coming in at the top to give you a little update. Obviously you might have seen that our schedule has been a little bit weird the past few weeks, but that is because we are switching to a bi-weekly schedule. That is because we want to focus more on quality rather than quantity, so we can make the podcast more enjoyable overall for your listening ears. Yes. So yes, we are switching to a bi-weekly schedule. That's pretty much it. So our next episode will be out on Tuesday, December 10th. But now I will let you get into this week's episode. Enjoy. Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Gust of Wanderlust.
Yay.
I am your wonderful DM, Charlie. That's my name.
Is it? Fuck.
It's like you forgot yourself. Who was the best?
Yeah, that's me, Charlie,
Uh-oh.
otherwise known as Chazza. And what was the question?
What is your ideal start of your day?
What's the ideal start to your day?
Carrots. A fuck ton of carrots. Hi, by the way. I'm Sam, also known as Pier, the centaur thing. And Pier would love to start his day with carrots. A lot of carrots. A bucketful, maybe. A cartful, even. A fucking boatful, mayhaps. That's my answer. Next.
Hi, I'm Matthew, also known as Matt, more commonly. Well, I mean, it's a good old berry, really.
Yes, of course.
Yes, hello. My name is Rayla, and I'm playing Kasper. I was gonna say the Eminem, the Magpie Man, but it's more like a boy. I don't know.
I mean, you're a man. You're like 23.
Yeah, but does he act like one?
No?
Who knows? Anyway, the best start to his day would probably be a heaping dose of pancakes. Again, a man-child.
I'd want to know where he's eating pancakes.
Hello, my name is Taylor. I am playing Neil, and Neil's, to start his morning, he couldn't think of anything better than a cold ale being poured out of a keg. Even just the noise of it, trickling into a mug, and taking the first sip in the morning. Nothing better than that.
What kind of oil do you think lubricates the taps?
Ever heard of WD-40 oil?
I was going to suggest that, yeah.
What about lard?
Ooh, skin oil.
Skin oil.
So, last time out, you had all just blacked out, and you were awoken by nothing. You just woke up in a sea of blackness and darkness and purpleness abyss, with this orb that you had just knocked off of its high horse, floating around with an eye in it. And it was looking at each and every single one of you. It floated up to each of you individually and began combing through your memories like someone in a file cabinet, and it caused you all to have flashbacks. Pier had a flashback to when he was in a battle facing off with a horrendous beast with 2 heads and an ape-like body which was the size of 2 houses.
He was a cunt.
But before the flashback ended, he saw something new that he doesn't usually remember, which was a mysterious figure which he couldn't make out because it was too blurry, his vision, who promptly stomped on his face. Kasper had a flashback to being 5 years old, where he overheard the tail end of a conversation the wizard he lived with was having with an unknown entity. After getting caught, he was promptly put in a sack, given to a guard, and told to be executed. He also learned that he could innately speak Abyssal. Catawumpus had a flashback to when he was but a newborn in his first year of life, when he was found in a broken down carriage by a strange, gangly, almost eldritch-like being with a horrendous grin. They travelled for a few days until the being started to fade out of existence and was eventually put down by a red-robed woman who promptly took Catawumpus for another couple of days and told him to forget everything about his first year of life, which he had no problem doing. Finally, Neil had a flashback to his 300th birthday where he was just having a great time until his friends decided to stab him, literally in the chest, with his best friend, Peter Parsons, got the final blow. Notable information from each of these flashbacks was that The mysterious figure from Pier's flashback, the wizard from Casper's flashback, the red-robed woman from the Catawumpus' flashback, and Peter Parsons himself all had the patented luminous purple eyes. After this, you saw a premonition of what you can only assume is the future and the end of the world, potentially, as you saw the entire world get consumed by this purple-black void. You were then awoken by Amelia as she found you when you were passed out. Casper heard a voice in his head telling him to grab the orb, and after a brief kerfuffle with Catawumpus and Pier, it was eventually placed into the grasp of Casper, who promptly named it, "We think Boris." And then after that, you promptly all headed back to town to report to Wilbur your findings and get paid. You robbed a fancy magic shop and nearly got arrested, and collected your free items from Bisque. And that is where we pick things up now. You are outside of Bisque's magic emporium.
I mean, is anyone a bit peckish? Want to go get some food?
Oh, heck yeah.
Maybe we can discuss.
Fucking starving for a carrot.
Eats Goodberry.
What's open at the moment, pub-wise?
Lucius's.
All right,
Lucius
we
is
can go
open.
Lucius's.
Yeah, you can all head over to Lucius's. It's open.
Yeah, let's go to the Ludicrous Tavern.
Ludicrous.
Ludicrous tavern.
I love it.
This tavern was where the I think all of the Fast and Furious guys would meet up, isn't it?
Fast and Furries? Guys?
Totally.
Fast and furry guys, yeah.
I'm one of those.
The werewolves?
Yeah, they're a group of lycanthropes.
Oh
Dude.
god.
Throws CS5 there?
The Fast and Furries.
Are you like an MC gang or something?
You'll have to know when you meet them. They're not there right now.
They're just rich kids. They don't go anywhere. They just sit there and rap.
The Fast and Furries is canon, absolutely now.
They're used really gay horse guys, like cowboys.
Hell yeah.
Can you imagine?
Oh, I almost spit out my drink.
Oh man.
Ay, okay.
Yeah, you all make it to Lucius's tavern. Monsieur Lucius himself is finally available. I work in the bar with Leia. It's quite a busy night for the tavern, but there is a table available in the corner if you want to plonk
I mean,
your asses
how many
down.
people? I mean,
Is it
I think
horse
Neil would.
size?
Yeah, definitely horse size. You've been in here lots.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Okay, that's true. Yeah.
As soon as I walk in, how many people are there roughly?
12.
Okay. As soon
not
as I
that
walk
busy.
through the doors, Neil doesn't even think about it. He just holds his arms out to his side and goes, "Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Sorry to disappoint you all. I'm not playing today. Lucius, get us 4 mugs of ale, please." He says this as loud as possible so everyone can hear him.
Okay. As you enter and say this, one person leaves, and there is an audible groan. And Lucius starts pouring. Did you just order 4 ales? I can't remember what you said.
Yeah, just 4 ales.
4 ales.
Okay.
The norm. And I'll guide everyone towards our seats.
Yeah, he says he'll bring it over soon.
Hey, Ludicrous. Can I have an apple juice instead?
You
I
want
don't
the
drink
apple
it.
juice?
Yeah, I don't drink until like 2 p.m.
It is not 2 p.m. yet. Okay. And he doesn't have apple juice.
What does he take then?
We have milk.
I'm not a baby.
We have coconut water.
What is this place? You don't have apple juice, but you have coconut water and milk?
What about coconut milk?
This is fancy establishment. You pay what you get. Or water. Wait, 1 second. We have juice. Of course we have juice. Here, grape.
Is this grape juice?
Absolutely, my friend.
Are you 100% sure?
Sips it. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, thumbs up.
Waves at you.
Use a thumbs up.
Now, everyone, take a seat. Let's get some food.
Do you want the private booth or?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, horse-sized private booth. And he takes you to the biggest booth he has, I guess.
Casper puts his backpack as a booster seat so you can have a prime spot for his meal and grape juice. Yeah.
I feel like this private booth just has like those, like those beach covers, the windshields, like around it, like the little paper things. But yeah, I'll just order food for everyone as well at the same time.
Food, okay. Food costs.
What's on the menu this early?
What's on the menu this early?
Grog.
I mean, ham and cheese sandwiches.
Have you got any carrots?
Carrots. We can provide the carrots, yes.
I'll have some of those, please. Thank you very much.
Okie dokie. What type of meals do you want to buy? Like
What's in the
normal,
budget?
standard,
What's in the
Yeah,
budget?
let's go normal.
Gruel.
modest or comfortable?
I think we'll go comfortable because that's before modest, right?
Comfortable amount of carrots. I like it.
Premium gruel.
2 gold.
2 gold? Yeah, what's lower than that?
Gruel?
Modest.
That'll do. That one, please.
That would be 1 gold and 3 silver.
Yeah, that's perfect. I will feed everyone.
We're doing like, what are the penny pinchers of a Baldur's Gate, You know those coupon guys, that TV show?
Seeing as you've been here quite a lot, do you think me and Neil would have built up loyalty points?
Loyalty points, yes.
Oh,
Do you have any gift cards?
Neil would have loyalty points, probably.
It's minus 40,000.
Yeah.
Do we get it for free?
Every time he performs, he gets a beer or ale, but he thinks it's free, but actually it's just been put on tap.
Never mind.
He's got lots. He's in debt.
Anti.
Yes, and then eventually Leia comes over, a small gnomish lady with the food.
Good evening, Leia. I hope you're doing well.
Yeah, you too, Neil, yes.
I wondered what you were doing. Maybe I could. Don't worry.
Well, I mean, aren't you leaving town soon?
Yes, we are. Maybe we could go for a farewell dinner.
Well, I heard Airgun came in here earlier and said you're doing a farewell performance.
If he says so, then we are.
Okay, well, if you have time, sure, we can get food.
Brilliant.
Tell her about the VIP seats.
Oh yes, I've got some VIP seats. Would you like a ticket?
Hello, I'll be working the bar, but thank you.
You're welcome.
She walks off awkwardly.
You see like a tiny bit of sweat drip down Neil's head.
I just thought I'd help you,
Yes.
Wingman.
Thank you, winged one.
Yeah, you all have food, you all have drinks, and you're in this booth.
We'll tuck away. While Neil's eating, he just wants to sort of talk to everyone, essentially, and just go, I thought it's best we would sit down and maybe discuss some of the things we saw. I'll start, for example. Some of the things you may have seen, I would much appreciate it if you all could kindly keep what you saw quiet. The people that were there, I have not seen for a very long time, and I wish to not see them again, in some ways. So I just wanted to make sure that you weren't going to go and tell lots of friends and family about the incident that happened with me many years ago. I'm doing well now, there's nothing wrong with me, but it was quite traumatizing. But I still play poker, so let me know if you want to gamble. Does anyone else want to disclose?
Yeah, Kasper is gonna start off with patting Neil on the back and saying,
Well, you see, you don't have to worry about me because I don't really have that many friends as you might have gathered from my yeah. And even if I do have friends still, I don't know where they are, like, physically in this world, so... And I'll probably forget by then if I ever meet them again, so don't worry.
Well, thank you.
Well, a lot happened in my dream, as you could probably see. Well, I intend to see all of those people again, if I could. Some for better or for worse, so just let that be known. Yeah, that's it really from me.
One quick question.
Alright.
What was the giant thing you were fighting?
Would I know what it was?
No.
No. Not a fucking clue.
And what war was this?
The one for the continent, the big one, the 10-year shit.
Wow, you looked quite important.
I'll have you know, I was a commander in the Radiant Lords. As if that's not plainly obvious to you, he points to his outfit.
Oh, I thought it was a costume.
I thought that's why you hired me, because I was such a.
Yes, that was the reason.
I've committed serious war crimes.
Yeah, you do look quite radiant.
Thank you.
You're practically glowing.
I think that might just be the candlelight.
Maybe it might be this weird grape juice.
All right, yeah, maybe that. But yeah, no, I fought in that war in quite a high position. But yeah, I lost all of my company that day. Now I do intend to find them, but later. It's not the goal right now. The goal is the fucking purple shite.
Well, don't we mean my performances?
Oh yeah, that's priority number 1. Saving the Earth is priority number 2. Sorry, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
The Catawumpus was only aware of the one priority.
You're a good employee.
The Catawumpus is not sure what this means, but it is presumed so, yes.
Oh, yeah. Are we gonna talk extensively about these luminous purple eyes?
Yeah, they came to be of a reoccurrence, I think.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a bit of a coincidence, really.
Is it? Everything is purple.
Things happen.
I know, I things happen, but I think things happened in this case rather, close together, as if they were connected. The dots,
Yeah, they usually say 3rd time's the charm, but we're like 4 people. And more purple things are happening.
The Catawumpus is surprised at being referred to as a, person. Otherwise, the Catawumpus completely agrees.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but you are kind of a person.
The Catawumpus is okay with this. It is just surprising to the Catawumpus.
I think the only lead we had on the purple eyes was Probe, and the Empress was related in some ways. I can't remember how.
Since you were just there, you would just
remind me.
remember that Torna Spirit Guard, the head of the Mage Guild of Ostbourne, told you that she can't say anything about it because of her NDA, essentially. And if you want answers to do with anything to do with Probe, you should probably go see the Empress, to which she gave you a slip of paper, which she said will probably get you an audience with the Empress.
Definitely.
I guess we'll just have to find out.
When is that booked for?
Any time.
Oh, so
You know it takes 2 weeks to get there. But
when's the performance, the farewell performance here?
You don't know, because Airgun hasn't told you anything about that.
Do we know where Airgun is?
Not at the moment.
That'll probably be the next aim, I suppose.
You could probably assume that he would make his way back here within a few hours.
Well, I think the best thing to do is maybe wait for Airgun to see what the plan is and what the schedule's looking like. I don't know if you all had any plans over the next 2 hours.
Not really.
But I do have a pack of cards in my bag. I'm sure we could keep quite busy.
Yeah. How do you play poker?
Oh, I can teach you.
Oh, heck yeah.
How do we play poker?
I don't know. I don't have mechanics for that.
I actually do know how to play poker, but I don't know how to play it on D&D.
I don't know how to play poker in real life either, so...
I say we just roll a d20.
Yeah, we'll just do it like that. Roll a d20, both of you, or whoever's playing.
I feel like we should plus some form of something to it. Hang on.
Sleight of hand?
No.
Not
What?
sleight of hand. I would say insight and deception or persuasion.
Okay.
Okay, well, I know what I got.
I'm good at persuasion.
I got 18.
Well, let's play for some money. So we start off with a small sum of 1 gold piece.
Why do we have to play with money for my first time?
Poker, you can't play poker without money.
I have,
And he opens his backpack. The one he's sitting on, he's kind of like tugging it out from underneath him and opening it up and hopefully climbing in it again because this is so overly big for him. And he whips out
I have one rat shish kebab. It's kind of smelly now. I also have a lesser one of bloobs. And I have some lint, some odd buttons, and a thread and needle.
I think the threaded needle could be handy. We'll take it.
Yeah.
And puts it into the pot.
I'll put a gold piece into the middle. Are you playing Pier and Catawumpus?
I suppose I might as well.
The Catawumpus would just raise his hand that has the night vision goggles in them and just gesture slightly with that and then lower it again.
Sure. Right, I suppose we start. Do we just roll now, yeah?
Yeah, roll a d20 and pick what skill you want.
I'll guess I'll re-roll mine.
No, you can keep yours. It's fine.
Okay, then it's 18.
Mine's 12 plus 8. 20.
20. Okay. Pier?
I fold.
Okay. Well, Neil wins.
Oh, what a surprise.
Unless, Catawumpus, were you joining in?
The Catawumpus can't pick up the cards.
I can hold the cards for you.
I don't think that's how the game works.
The Catawumpus is okay with this scenario.
Casper looks away. Tries to hold them up.
Well, it seems Kasper is dedicated to helping you. So. Roll d20. Add your highest out of insight, persuasion, or deception.
I would like to say, just before I roll this, whilst the Catawumpus is indeed well learned in several different languages, technically numbers are themselves a language, and that's not one on his character sheet. And therefore, the Catawumpus is not familiar with what numbers are, unless written in the formal form.
I guess that counts for Kasper as well, because Kasper can't read. But, yeah, give yourself disadvantage then, I suppose.
Okay. I'll roll again then.
7.
7, okay.
Okay, this one's better, so.
So 18, right. Okay, yeah, Neil, you win the pot.
Oh, good game, everyone. Good game.
I don't know what's going on.
I tried to explain it to you 3 or 4 times. You just match the symbols and you win.
That's snap.
But you've got to go for a straight. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, not 2, 8, 5, 3.
I don't know what half the things you said means.
The Catawumpus feels that this table is the wrong way up currently, and that they might need flipping.
No, it's just fine. I'll pocket the 2 gold and a threaded needle. Oh no, I only got 1 gold, didn't I? Because the Catawumpus didn't put it in.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 gold
And a thread and needle.
and a threaded. Well, that paid for lunch, so I'm happy.
The Catawumpus will will just gingerly hand you a singular good berry.
Oh, thank you.
He paid for lunch, but he didn't gain any money because he put his own gold in and won it back.
Well, I won Pier's gold, didn't I?
Yeah, you won my gold.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Oh, also, if somebody wants to eat the Catawumpus's food and drink the ale, then please feel free, because he hasn't touched any of it.
Are you not drinking that, the Catawumpus?
The Catawumpus just handed you what
Okay, thank you. He would just drink it straight down.
What are we eating? You said it was a standard meal.
Oh, well, no, it was a modest meal, so porridge.
Modest, oh my god.
Porridge.
Yes. Porridge with a little bit of honey on it.
So premium gruel.
Yeah, for Pier, it was like 3 carrots.
Yeah.
Is it milk porridge, or is it water porridge?
No, it's water.
It's water.
I might have an apple next.
For bloody milk porridge, Christ, you need to pay like 2 gold, mate.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Now, where is Airgun?
Well, yeah, at this point, after a couple of hours have gone by, Airgun will make his way back in and sort of just like make his way over to you and goes, where you fucking lot are? How you doing?
It's been interesting.
Good, don't care. Right, so, what's the plan? How are we getting out of here? What's going on?
Well, I thought you had the plan.
Well, yeah, I do have a plan, but you might want changes to said plan. You're the boss.
I was just hoping for a I don't know, a goodbye Performance?
Goodbye performance in this very tavern in 2 days.
Okay.
I will have the transport in 3 days.
Okay.
You lot have a choice: boat or carriage.
Ooh.
We can go down the river, or we can go on carriage all the way.
I vote river because I'd have to fucking walk otherwise.
What's faster?
Depends where you want to go.
We're thinking of going to see the Empress. I've got an exclusive performance in front of her.
What?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that happened.
Excuse me?
I've got us a free concert.
With the Empress, no doubt.
How? Who? What?
I'm hoping
Why
she
when?
will boost our name and, yes.
I gotta get myself a tux. Okay.
Are we getting close?
I am. You can get clothes if you want.
The Catawumpus grows his own.
I don't think she minds that much. She's quite of a modest lady.
The Empress herself has agreed to you that
Yes,
you can
look.
perform there.
Look. He'll turn around the letter.
Oh, it says a meeting with the Empress.
Oh, meeting performance, same thing.
All right. When's it? It doesn't say a date. Is there a time limit? Do you want to go there first? Do you want to go there last?
I think, most of us are pretty happy to go next, maybe? I don't know. We have some interesting business there.
I think that's a priority. As we say in the blacksmithing industry, you strike when the iron is hot. And fuck me, it's red. Fucking red right now. White even.
Well, if you guys need to go there, we can hit up a few places on the way. It's like 2 weeks journey.
Sure.
But
By boat.
Boat would definitely be quicker, but it won't get us all the way. We'll have to switch to carriage.
Can you all swim? I haven't asked that before.
No, I cannot swim, Neil.
Oh.
Is this a part of like our in-work benefits? Will we go on a mandatory swimming course or? Cause
No, it's just if you can float, swim, or fly.
I think most alive things might be able to float.
Can you appear?
Horses float.
They can swim, can't they? Just
Yeah,
trot,
horses
don't
can
they?
swim.
Yes, horses are natural swimmers, yeah. You know, easy peasy.
Well, I mean, I can't see why we wouldn't take a float down the river.
As long as I can use pier as driftwood, I think I can manage.
I may be a bit of wood, but I'm not drifting. I've got legs. I can swim.
Okay then, you're my water horse, please.
I'm a hippogriff.
The Catawumpus has been rained on before. He doesn't know if this means that he can get wet.
I think we take by boat, then, please.
Boat. Okay, it will knock about probably 4 days off, I think. So 10 days journey to the capital. So we'll probably hit up a few other places along the way. I'll go see a cartographer, I suppose. Get a map of what villages are along the river. And
This-
we can...
This boat, how big is it?
boat size, mate. It's about... my arms don't go as big as it. It's horse size.
Does it fit all of us comfortably?
Yes. It's like, a boat.
Okay.
It has an underbit.
How many leaks does it have?
How many leaks? I didn't count the vegetables.
No, I mean holes.
Oh, how many holes? None. It's pristine condition, mate. I'm not skimping for Neil a lot.
Can we see it?
In 3 days, you can see it when we're about to set off.
Will we have food on board, or will we need to get food?
I could make some leaks.
We can.
Leaks.
We'll probably buy some supplies before we leave.
Are you paying for that? Yeah.
Yeah, I can handle that. Don't worry about that. Oh, Neil, I need to talk to you privately. Come this way. And
Sure.
he takes you to a separate booth quickly.
Oh, 1 second, let me just grab another beer.
He sits at the table. Obviously, I don't remember if I've ever described what Airgun looks like. Airgun is topless, a green goblin with like Albert Einstein hair, and just has red jorts on, essentially.
Yeah.
I love how you
I
describe
imagined
it
him.
with he's shirtless.
Yes.
That's the only thing you
That's what you
need
need
to
to
know.
know. Yeah.
Pretty much it. So he takes out of his back pocket 2 scrolls and puts them on the table. These, you see, I think we ran into an issue before, and we didn't have contracts for the new hires. So I've written these up. Give me your thoughts. Slides them over. And if you read them...
He slides it back.
The main info on the contracts, both contracts, is at the top it says security for Neil Allot's Travelling Band and Airgun Entertainment Limited. Flexible rates of 1 copper to 5 gold per day depending on the workload for the day. So you see, 5 gold a day, bit steep, so between that I think it's good.
Are you paying this fee then?
Whoever's got the money to pay them. I have substantial funds that I have saved that I can procure and put towards it, yes. For a while.
Okay.
If that's
fine.
Yes. Okay. And then underneath it says contract length till the end of the tour.
Yep.
And then it says Neil Lott and Airgun Entertainment Limited are not liable for any injuries received or crimes committed.
Yeah. Valid.
Because we don't want to get the good old court system involved.
Yeah, I'd rather not have a lawsuit on our hands.
Exactly. All good?
I presume that they had been reading this out loud to them because Kasper still can't read. So.
Oh no, they're at a separate table. He's only showing Neil.
Oh.
Yeah.
Neil just wants to check the back of it just to make sure there's nothing added.
Okay. Yep.
Check the
There's
back.
nothing on the back.
Okay, fine. He'll sit there and think for just a second. Just trying to think if I can think of anything I want to add to it. Oh, could we add just at the bottom? The contract may vary at any point,
Sure.
subject to changes.
He scribbles it on.
Oh, one more thing. I need to think if Neil would do this.
Oh, I forgot to add something actually. He puts on one of them. Also xylophone.
I think Neil is going to write on Kasper's piece of concrete and go, the pen belongs to Neil.
Oh,
Oh.
evil.
Oh. Okay.
And Neil's contemplating this for a while before he writes it, but he's 4 beers down now.
Mhm.
I think he's going to write it,
Okay.
seeing as he knows that Kasper can't read.
He's a fiend.
He's a fucking fiend.
Just a bit cheeky.
All right. Happy?
Yes.
Let's go back. And then he unfolds these contracts in front of each of you. Not Pierre, because Pierre already has a contract. If you both could just sign with your hand.
You don't even let us read it first?
Sure, if you can read it.
And Kasper waves at the barmaid, Leia.
Uh-huh.
Hi. Excuse me, miss.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry to be asking this of you, but you see, I can't really read, and this paper is very, very important that I get right. So, do you mind if you could read it for me?
Of course. And she reads it verbatim, including the bits where it says...
Just
the
before
pen.
that happens.
Okay.
Just before it happens, can Neil kind of like reach over and would mending work to remove the writing?
Roll me a d20. An Arcana check.
It's not so great, you know. Arcana is +3. It's 8.
It could remove all the writing.
That'll do. I'll just go. Neil will go. Oh god, I don't feel so. Achoo! And he's gonna sneeze and slam his hand onto the contract, and it's just gonna poof, disappear.
All the writing.
Oh god.
What?
You now just have this pristine piece of paper in your hand with no writing on it.
Oh, sorry. My allergies are kicking up again.
So, wait, but there's nothing on the contract. Can I write the contract?
Huh?
No.
Yeah, I'm sure how that works. I'm going to give her a pen.
Airgun snatches the paper.
What?
No. I'll just... something weird happened.
Sometimes I sneeze magic.
You shouldn't write with invisible ink these
That's
documents.
true. That's true.
This is okay, Kasper. You can have mine.
Leia at this point is just staring at Neil because she read it and just like shaking her head, SMHing.
Oh, Leia, could I have another ale, please?
Of course you can.
I'll give her a gold piece this time though.
I'm so sorry, miss, for that. I'm sorry for taking up your precious time. Thank
Don't
you.
worry about it, sweetie. She walks off to get another ale. It's all foam this time.
I give her a gold, man.
Yeah, she's gonna keep it.
What you don't know is Neil loves the foam.
Okay. Well, Airgun goes away and writes the contract again, and he looks over like, should I put the bit back in? All right. And then he brings it back over.
I'm just watching this.
There you go.
This whole shenanigans. What is happening? With a perplexed look on my face.
And then you can see it says everything that Leia read out to you, -1 point.
What was there's something missing?
Oh, don't worry about that. We didn't need it in the end.
Remember, I can remember really well, and there was something here, I'm sure.
Yeah, there was, but under due
I
consideration.
remember what it was. I'll write it on for you. And he's actually got an ink pen and the ink thing, and he's just gonna write, Kasper is number 2.
The Catawumpus slides his bit of paper over to
There are more points on mine than on the Catawumpus.
Yes.
Yeah, the Catawumpus is a simpler creature.
The
just hold
Catawumpus
on a minute.
slowly turns to look with his grin. Airgun.
he's sat there just sort of like looking at you through the corner of his eyes, just like.
Airgun would notice that the Catawumpus's grin, almost unintentionally, it seems to him, widens just to the amount where the Catawumpus could easily fit the entirety of Airgun's head into his maw.
He promptly says, also keep in mind that I am under protection as well due to the contract.
I haven't signed it yet.
I mean, it didn't say that in the contract, did it?
Yes, it did.
Oh.
It said, security for Neil Watts Traveling Band and Air Gun Entertainment Limited.
Oh yeah, the company, but are you the company?
I am the company, Neil.
I see. I'm just checking. I'm just getting our facts straight.
Well, Kasper squints at this piece of paper and definitely feels like it would be so rude calling Leia over again to read this. He feels slightly incompetent and like he should probably pick up reading at some point if he only knew how. So he turns to the Catawumpus and asks,
Do you know how to read?
The Catawumpus knows many a different language.
Do you know what this bit says?
Is this bit at the bottom?
Yeah, that one point.
It simply implies that you are the number 2, whatever this means.
Oh. Thank you for reading it for me. Well, I think I can accept these terms. How did you say I sign it again?
Well, you can write your name if you know how to do that, or you can just put your foot on it.
Let me get some ink out.
The Catawumpus would pull out a clump of his hair from behind his ear where he had previously, and then afterwards he would use his middle finger on his right hand to prick himself on his the outside of his wrist, and then use it, dip the ink, the hair in the newly made hole, and then he would just sprinkle the hair onto the contract.
Wow.
Odd way, but acceptable.
yeah, Kasper will probably just use an ink and a little creature claw print.
Neil could like pour out some ink onto the table, and you could kind of just put your
Yeah, schlam.
foot onto it. Yeah.
Lucius walks by like, oh, you always make a job for me, Neil.
Sorry, don't worry. Can I cast mending on that? Is that how this works? What does mending do? Let me read it.
Fixes things. It doesn't. It doesn't remove
Technically
things.
But
No.
it was stained with ink. Does it fix that?
Would you have to use prestidigitation
You
instead?
could wait a few.
Yeah.
Prestidigitation. would
Because you
work.
can make things clean.
Yeah, I think I'm thinking of the wrong thing.
But yeah, you both sign these contracts, and Airgun squirrels them away into his pocket. Like, wonderful. Okay, so we're going by boat. Yes.
Please.
And we will try and find something to do for the next couple of days.
Okie dokie. And he gradually goes upstairs.
Oh, quickly. Are we meeting you at the pier or like at the boatyard or?
I'm right here.
Does he have a flag or a flare?
We'll see each other here in 2 days for the performance.
Okay. Of course.
And then we'll see each other the morning after to start heading out. We'll have breakfast together. We'll go to Butters.
What is Butters?
Butter Bakes. Well, he has the best cheese and bacon turnovers in the world.
Oh god, cheese and bacon turnover is fantastic.
Turn over.
It's like a pastry.
You just fold a pastry, but it has cheese and bacon in it.
I need to see this in real life.
Well, let's go on 3 days' time in the morning then.
The Catawumpus would suggest visiting the Greg before visiting this Butters. It is where the Catawumpus has the most success.
I hear he has a good roll. And he puts a sausage in it.
Unfortunately, Greg hasn't made it this far yet.
Oh, no. You see, there is multiple Greg. This is why they are known as the Gregs.
If only 1G. I hear it smells.
Only 1G.
It
Anyway,
is because he does not have much signal.
1G.
Yeah, Airgun leaves at this point, and at this point, I will ask you: is there anything you guys want to do for 2 days? You don't have to stick together. You can just wander around town, or
I want to forge.
If we're going to Greg's.
there is
we
no
go-
Greg's.
Well, I thought if Greg's exists, then 7 Elven would also exist. 7
All right.
Elven.
Okay, sure. There is a Greg's and there is a 7 Elven.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
7 Elven and Greg's with 1G. Yes. Okay. Well, everyone roll a d20, please.
Nat 20.
Oh,
Let's
hell
go.
I got 19.
yeah. 15.
8.
Okay. Kasper, you're first. What do you want to do for the next 2 days?
7 Elven.
You want to go to 7 Elven. Okay.
Yeah, and I want to also see these lovely turnover.
Well, you were promised to go there in 3 days. Do you want to go early?
Oh, no, I guess you save the best for last. But then I'm also wondering, just in general, is there anything happening in this town these 2 days? Like any events or...
Not events. Again, this side of town, very neglected. Not a lot is open. You know, Wilbur, he wants to become mayor so he can give this side of town love again. But there's a few shops you can go to. There's not events. There's a market that's on every day.
Well, with no real clear direction, other than visiting this 7 Elven, I think Kasper would only follow Neil around because he's taking his job seriously.
Well, one thing you would see, there is obviously a notice board in this town, and you do see a wanted poster
Okay.
for 10,000 gold,
Big eyes.
sponsored by the Amazing On Corporation. Wanted serial killer Saggy Thumper.
Will I ever find Saggy Thumper?
You might do.
Well, Kasper will rip down this poster and show it to the gang.
Should we just keep this in mind, maybe?
You see on this poster a drawing of a Harengon with a bow and a mace and a sickle for some reason.
We could keep the flyer to see in case 10,000 gold, 10,000 gold. So.
Yeah, I mean, it would really do the tour well with, pyrotechnics and all that, right?
Yeah, keep the flyer.
Yeah.
And you all would have heard of the Amazing On Corporation. It's sort of like a new thing. They deliver a lot of things to places, and they have a big courier business, but they are expanding into more nefarious things. But that's all conjecture. Is that the word?
Yeah.
Rumors. You would have seen like people coming around with these jackets on with stylized A, these couriers, and but other than that, you definitely would have heard of them. But yeah. So, and because this is a massive corporation, this person is probably a threat to this corporation because, they don't put out things like this often.
10,000
if
gold
at
is a
all.
lot.
Yeah.
So you want to go to 7 Elven as well.
Yes. These
Why
two-
don't you tell me what that's like?
Well, it looks like what you'd expect a 7 Elven to look like. A lot of elvish interior. It's very bright. And, still the standard colors, green, red, and orange. Maybe yellow, actually. Who knows? Like, a very strong yellow. A lot of gold accents. I guess they would be only having elven staff. And they would always change out. They could never be the same elf. Like, every day of the week had to have different staff.
Oh my god.
Because 7
Okay.
elven, so there's 7...
There's 7 elves, of
I like
course. Yes.
Yeah, clever.
And yeah, they sell anything in this shop, from confectionery to bacon turnovers that aren't as good as Butters. But yes.
They're like a knockoff. I wouldn't have one.
They're also really overpriced.
And it's just playing Elven Light FM.
Oh yeah.
They do have
Yes.
a really good frozen yogurt.
Yes, they do. They have really good frozen yogurt, and they also have those name tag things that you get as souvenirs, but they're all really elvish names. Things like Rorik, Fenseros, and,
Is there conveniently one for Boris though, just so we don't forget his name again?
Oh, sure. Yeah, there's a Boris there.
Very
Just
Elven
one
name.
more.
I didn't know Boris was an elven name.
Yeah, Boris. It's derived from Borealis.
Aurora Borealis. Okay, that's great. Buying that. How much
You're
does it
buying
cost?
that. Okay. 5 gold.
God damn it. Can I haggle?
Sure, you can haggle with Adtoris Falcadine.
And how much do I need? Or what? It's,
What are you trying to do?
Would it be
Persuade?
persuasion? Yeah.
Sure, persuade them.
13.
1 gold off. 4
Okay,
gold.
okay, 4 gold. I'm fine. I'll take that.
Okay, is that everything you want to do?
I want some yogurt, please.
You can take some yogurt. That's like a copper.
Yes, I'll do that.
Okay.
That's it.
Neil, is there anything you want to do over the next 2
Yeah.
days?
I want to go buy a net. Either like a fishing net or just a net that you could throw over a boar with purple eyes.
I would like to just quickly interject and say there is no way that Catawumpus is doing anything other than looming over Neil for this whole time. Before the contract, he was doing it. Post the contract, of course he's going to be doing it. Catawumpus saw a flyer in front of his face, and it told him to protect this man, and so that's what he is going to do.
Neil is kind of like, he's embracing this. He's not just like ignoring it. He's like, occasionally he kind of like turns his head slightly towards the Catawumpus, and a little smirk appears on his face. As if he's like, he likes the company. He appreciates
Aw.
someone, hovering.
Catawumpus walks and everything mostly silently, right? He is a very quiet existence, just looming over you like a shadow. If it rained, then you'd probably get less wet, like all of these kind of things. But he'd be right next to you, but you wouldn't feel him at all unless you reached out to him.
Mm.
Yeah, you can head to the Shabby Shell
Ah, my friend.
and buy a net.
What was his name again?
Elijah Baggs.
Ah, Elijah. I need a net.
Of course. And he gets you a net.
How much?
1 gold.
1 gold. Do you want something?
What do you have?
Not a lot, but I have some owlbear feathers.
Owlbear feathers.
I wondered if maybe that was something you'd be interested in. Quite a value, I've heard.
Yes.
Increase
they
the
do.
velocity of arrows and
Yes.
many things. I also have some soap. and I've realised I don't need this soap.
I'll take the soap.
Fine. The soap is gone.
You traded soap for a net.
Done.
As you entered, you did notice a substantial BO smell.
I've actually got some perfume, so I'll pull out a little bit and just like puff it towards him.
Mm-hmm.
Smell this. Did you like that?
But yeah, I should say for everyone else, you see this halfling man, so about 3 foot tall man. He's about middle-aged, 50 years old, black curly hair with a few grey bits coming off of it. Yeah, he looks like your standard halfling. He's not got shoes on. He's got hairy feet, and he sniffs this perfume. He's like, ooh, feminine.
No shoe gang, rise up.
Oh yes, he holds his foot up for a foot 5.
Secret foot
Foot
handshake.
5. Foot 5. Oh god.
Oh no.
He does also say, do you have, I know it's not your speciality, but do you have any weapons of sorts?
No.
Okay. Fine. I think I'm done here.
I don't have weapons.
That's
Don't
fine.
you hang out with the smith?
Oh yeah, Peter.
Yes.
Peter, I need a weapon, sir.
What?
I forgot you were a forger or a smithy. I've realised when we
Just
were...
like his main thing.
It's my career. I'm the only one in the city.
Well, you see, I've realised when you were all fighting, I was stood there doing nothing, because all I have is a light hammer, and I lost my dagger. I need something that's gonna protect me, more used defensively.
Defensively, you say?
I don't
What's your
know
preference?
why. I kind of want a greatsword. I'm not
Now,
sure
hold on.
why.
Just a moment there, my friend.
The last thing I thought you were going to say.
A great sword. A full-sized one. i.e. one double the size of your stature there.
Well, yes, almost, yeah. I'm 5'1", you know. 3 inches taller than most dwarves.
Oh, alright. I'm sure I can make you a great sword. But
Over the next 2 days? What strength do I have to wield that, actually?
I'm sure I might have one in stock I could customize for you.
And is it a martial weapon?
As long as you're proficient with it, you'll be fine.
Weapon, battle axe, crossbow, hand, long sword, rapier, short sword, simple weapons.
Correct. You can wield it, but you won't be proficient with it.
I might have been so out of the loop about weaponry and shit, because I thought greatsword and longsword are the same thing.
Great sword's like twice as big.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Well, it's a longer sword, so it's longsword
true.
and longer sword.
I've changed my mind. How about
All right.
a battle axe?
A
It
battle
sounds
axe.
very aggressive, and I like the sound of it.
That's far from the reaches of a defensive weapon, but sure. I mean, a good offense is a good defense, I suppose.
I kind of just want to look intimidating.
He says with the giant cat beast leaning over him.
Alright, I can make you up. Any preference of design, or do you just want me to go ham?
You go for it. Whatever you
Alright.
feel is correct.
What about a sword? One-handed sword. And then when you press a button, the sword opens up and it kind of like folds out like a fan. So,
It's also a gun.
no, it's a shield.
It sounds like what we call an umbrella.
A peacock sword.
Kinda. A peacock sword.
No, I like
Looks
a battle
pretty.
axe, please.
Alright. Battle axe it is.
The next thing Neil wants to do, is there a butcher's or a fishmonger?
Absolutely.
Can I go to one of those two, please?
Of course. There's in the market, yeah.
Hello, sir. Would you buy my dead eel I caught? And I'll pull out the giant eel that I
How
have.
fresh is it?
A day.
Yeah.
How much?
Copper.
Don't you know this is a dead giant eel from the electuous lake of Lamuda?
Okay. It's been dead a day though, so.
No.
And you haven't put it in any preservatives, I assume.
Absolutely I have. I've got a bucket of ice just outside.
Roll me a persuasion check. Or a deception check.
Deception.
Yeah.
Oh! I smashed it, mate. I've got a 15 plus 8, I think. That's a 23.
It's good you've smashed it because it's kind of hilarious that by you saying you've got a bucket of ice, right? A bucket of ice water outside. You're more or less saying that it's almost definitely not even salt water that you're carrying around. So any level of preservative nature there is going to be lessened by the fact that you're carrying it around in something that will honestly help it erode quicker.
Hey, he's not that smart. 23.
Science.
Okay.
Look, I'm more than happy to do a trade for, maybe some dried fish cakes, rations, something like that.
No. Silver.
All right, I'll take it.
He gives you a silver.
Now, how much are your rations?
How much are rations? Let me fucking look.
As mentioned earlier, the Catawumpus is very quiet and you wouldn't notice him unless you reached out to him. What you do manage to notice is that you hear the tiniest rustle as his claws go into his little pocket that he has and just pulls out a single one of his good berries and just pops it into his mouth.
I'll turn around to him and go, Would you not like some fish?
The Catawumpus, he's got the berries. Why would the Catawumpus need anything else? The Catawumpus does not see this as necessary. The land provides for the Catawumpus.
Would you eat it if I asked you to?
The Catawumpus does not remember this being in the contract.
He's got me there. How much are the rations? Sorry.
How many days?
At least 3.
3 days.
At least.
1 gold, 5 silver.
Can Kasper, while Neil is talking to this guy, maybe try to pickpocket? Not pickpocket. No, steal. That's probably easier. He's a stealthy guy. He has his
You can
hands.
certainly try, yes.
I could just pretend I am not a part of this group in case something happens. I mean, we had a disclaimer about crime, so.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. Could I try to steal some rations?
Yes. It is a stall, I don't know, like 5 feet wide. And then it's like a desk. He's looking over at people.
And you can't sneak behind?
Well, actually, you can sneak behind because it's behind a case, obviously, yes. But it's a glass case, obviously, so people can see it. But yes, you can. Give me a stealth check
Okay.
first.
Pray
See if he
for me.
notices you sneaking.
20, a non-natural 20.
Absolutely. And then a sleight of hand check. What are you trying to steal?
Some rations.
I'll pop some
how
bardic
many?
inspiration on her.
As many as I can carry without looking suspicious.
I'll determine that by how high you roll.
Taking into account as well the lack of size.
A non-natural 20 again.
Oh, fucking hell.
I roll a 7.
Yeah.
You get exactly the amount Neil was asking for, 3.
Casper is trying to make eye contact with Neil first. And tries to mouth.
I'll do this. Like thumbs up in the air towards him. Sorry.
Seeing that Neil, is blocking his gaze, the Catawumpus is going to presume that he is no longer able to see that Kasper is trying to get his attention, and so the Catawumpus, being a very helpful guardian, is going to point out to Neil, tapping on the shoulder, and then point directly towards Kasper.
Casper freaking out. He's kind of just running.
If the fishmonger goes to turn around to look at it, I'll go, "Oh my god, what's that over there?" and point in the opposite direction to where Kasper is.
He turns towards Kasper, even with you saying that.
Can't believe it.
Well.
But you did roll an unnatural 20 on stealth, so I will say you managed to sneak behind someone else and he doesn't see you.
Brilliant.
Good.
Because he rolled a 19 and he doesn't plus anything.
I was gonna say I was gonna put them away quickly into his backpack and then stand there all innocently like,
I don't know what you're looking at, mister.
All that could happen, yeah. And he's just like... And goes back to chopping fish, I suppose.
One last thing. Neil will look for, and that is a fishing rod and some bait.
That would be from this exact same guy.
Oh, how much is a? Actually, I feel like fly fishing, and maybe a couple of flies. Rod.
1 gold.
Okay, fine.
That's good. That's good.
I will leave it there and let anyone else do whatever they want to do throughout the next 2 days.
Pierre. I assume you go back to the forge first, right?
Yes. Right, so first things first, someone wants a battle axe. I just looked at how long it takes to build a battle axe. It takes 5 days. No, 10 days. So I'm gonna find Alindra, first of all. Alindra, are you there, my dear?
Yes, sir. What's going on?
I'm back. Sorry
Hello.
for being so long. It's been
Some
a while.
young man came back by looking for work earlier. I told him to come back later.
Oh, that was the guy. Oh, shit. What was his name? Ah, fuck. He'll come back. It'll be fine. Right. Do we have any battle axes in stock? Or the beginnings of one?
I mean, there's there's this order I've been working on for the coastal wardens, but I could just remake one of them.
Have they got any battle axes in? Neil wants a battle axe.
Neil wants a battle axe.
Yeah, that Neil.
Why does
I know.
Neil want a battle axe?
I couldn't tell you to fuck. It's a mystery beyond me.
He can barely hold a beer with the arthritis in his hand.
I don't know. I was trying to think about making him something, a bit good for his hands there, but he's dead set on this battle axe. So I think a battle axe, just plain and simple, make him regret his choice a little bit.
Okay. She goes into this rack of weapons that she's made for the coastal wardens and just like, yeah, I got one.
Oh, great! That's fantastic. Is it finished? Is it done?
Absolutely, of course it is.
Can I inspect it?
She hands you the battle axe.
Can I inspect this battle axe?
Of course you can. Investigation.
Investigation.
Would you more lean it towards insight, though, seeing as it's a craftsman inspecting their craft, right? Surely you would think because it's what drives insight is somebody's knowledge. I have insight into teaching as I teach.
Well, that's turned out worse to me.
Either or, you can pick either.
Okay, cool. Investigation, because that's +4 as opposed to -1. It's fine anyway. With +4, it becomes 22.
Not her best work, but
Would you say it's average?
average, yes.
Oh well.
Leaning towards the bottom end of average.
All right. This is a lovely weapon, Alindra. I see a bit of improvement in your forge welding, but I think your joining of the handle could be a bit better. But it's fantastic progress. I love it.
It's because I gotta make like 10 a day.
No, I know. I understand that. I mean, for them, it's fine. This is for
not make 10 a day. Work on 10 a day. That's
work. They're a bunch of bastards for putting this all on you, and I'm sorry I don't have the time to help you with them. But I mean, if they're happy with the quality, I'm happy with the quality for what they're asking. But yeah, I know. If you could focus on it, you could do it exceptionally.
Okay. Well, yeah, he can have that one. I'll make a better one for the wardens, I suppose.
Lovely. I believe in you. Right, I'll put this to. I need to force some things myself. I had a bit of a brainwave when I was away fighting. I think I've remembered some of my old recipes, my old tricks. So I'm going to forge. Well, I'm going to infuse my current armor.
Of course you are.
Yes. Funnily enough, with enhanced defense.
Jesus Christ.
Which gives me a +1 to my armor class, bringing me up to 21 AC.
Jesus.
And all I need for that is my armor that I already have on me.
Okay.
So you're standing there naked now, working on it.
I can put my tabard back on, but essentially, yeah. I'll have my apron on for sure. And I'll be like, Elindra, watch this now. As I start, working on this metal, forging out some...
She gets on her step ladder.
Yeah.
This little gnomish lady in a horse workshop.
Yeah. It's a contrast. But yeah, I'm just gonna magically infuse, hammer some bits here, get it all sorted out. Right. I hold my hand over it and just start pumping some mana into it, I'm just infusing this with defense, pure defense. I don't know how this works exactly magic-wise.
Yeah, I mean, you have a magical focus, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. My gloves, in fact, are my magical focus. So I'm just gonna magic hands. You see now, by this incantation, this will make my armor a lot stronger. Try hitting that now.
Are you sure?
Yeah, go for it.
Are you wearing it at this point, or is she trying to stab?
All right, I'll put it on. I'll put it on. There we go. Just hit me.
Okay, she's gonna roll.
Yep.
2.
Just ping right off.
I'll be damned, sir.
It'll give like a little magical effect, like a force field with like ping, as if it was repulsed almost.
Well, that's quite something.
That is quite something. Well, I'm not done yet.
Oh.
There's more. I am going to make a bag of holding.
Oh boy.
Because I
Okay.
can do that now.
Wonderful. That means I don't have to give it to you. Yes.
Yeah.
And it means you have to be out of an infusion.
I flat out don't need anything. But I'm gonna, gather some materials from the room, get some leather, get some metal fixings, and now watch this. As I very skillfully hammer
I
together.
didn't know you could work with leather, sir.
Nor did I until I woke up about 12 hours ago when I remembered a bunch of shit. I'm gonna have to write this in my journal. Just ting, 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 making a forge in a little bag. And then I'm gonna use my magic hands to cast the little incantation. Look in that!
She puts her head in it. I can't breathe, sir.
Don't breathe in there, you idiot. Now that is a bag of holding.
That's spacious.
That is bloody spacious.
I could fit in that thing.
Oh, you could. You wouldn't survive. You wouldn't be able to breathe for that long in there.
I could already feel it escaping because my body was closing up the hole.
Yeah, there's like a vacuum in there.
I think I could survive for, I don't know, say 10 minutes.
Oh, aye. Once we learn how to make this en masse,
En masse.
we're going to have some money making.
I don't know if I can do the magical parts, but I can probably make a bag.
You'll pick it up. If you can make the bag, I can do the magic. That's how the teamwork works.
But you're leaving, sir.
I'll be back eventually, but this is true. I won't be back for a little bit. But I mean, the world is in need of saving, so the planet's kind of changed.
The world is in danger, sir?
Yeah, so it turns out there's some like purple shite that all of us,
The space rabies, right?
the space rabies basically, the two newbies have also experienced this in their past. I don't know how, I don't know why. I don't give a fuck, to be frank. What I do give a fuck about is the premonition of the future in which we saw, of the world being engulfed in this fucking shit. I don't want that.
What?
They don't want that.
Ah,
Yeah, we kind of had
right.
it went in our minds, we shared our dreams, it was fucked. We had too many devil's cabbages. It was like that. I don't know. But
you three and Neil are gonna save the world.
when you put it like that, it becomes less likely. But we're off to see the Empress, believe it or not.
That's a big deal.
She's a lovely
well,
lady. I'm sure she'll receive us with wonderful open arms. But yeah, 2 weeks of traveling. Slightly terrified.
Well, if that guy comes back, he can be my apprentice, I suppose.
Yeah, you can teach him the ropes. I trust the shop is in fine hands. You can make him make all the battle axes while you work on the fine stuff.
Thank fuck for that.
Believe me, you've earned your chance.
Well, at the end of one of the days, you do hear a knock from the door because you've sort of closed up shop,
Yes.
and you do hear a knock. And hello.
Is this the lads did I talk to this guy?
You have never talked to this guy.
Oh, hello there.
You open the door, and immediately this guy's eyes start to well up with tears, and you see he has a red tabard on. The other half of it is torn, but it was red and yellow, and he has an emblem with two suns.
Oh,
He is a radiant lord, and he immediately bows and goes, "Sir!" Because this was one of your lackeys, I suppose.
one of the footmen.
One of the footmen, yes.
By gods!
We all thought you were dead, sir.
All? I thought everyone died.
Well, what was the numbers again? We went in with 8,000, correct?
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
8 of us survived.
Fucking hell.
9,
All right.
including you.
Christ. I was like nearly a goner. I was almost dead.
Well, we searched for days. We couldn't find permission to hug, sir.
Permission granted, young lad. As I like kind of bend down. Oh, it's good to feel the camaraderie.
This
Again.
young lad, he is he wasn't with you for a long time before everything went to shit, but he was with you for probably about a year. He's a youngish 25-year-old probably.
Human?
And human,
Yeah.
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 And his name's Cedric. He's a bit battle worn. He's got scars on his face.
Would I know his name or would I have to ask it?
You would know his name because he was in your squadron.
Oh, it was in one of my lot. Yeah. Okay. Oh, dear Cedric, it's coming back to me now. How I've missed you all. I was in fact about to go on a searching venture to find you all.
How did you survive? The beast, it kicked you into the abyss.
Into the abyss.
Well, kicked you off of a ledge.
Well, yeah. I guess that's true.
It's kind of an abyss.
I remember getting hit. I don't know where I went. So
Well, you kind of I was behind you. You kind of went that way, to my left, and you just went off of the plateau.
shit.
You fell
How
quite
the
a
fuck
distance.
did I survive that?
I don't know.
I'm going to have to give my dear elven lady a hug.
We couldn't find your body, so we just assumed you were perished or were, I guess, eaten.
Well, all I remember is waking up in a hospital.
You don't know who. No one else has found you.
I've not seen a soul from the Radiant Lords since the battle.
Well, that makes sense. There's only 8 of us. Well, it was me, Freddy, Orfina, Sabal, Cal, and Bjorn.
Oh, Bjorn's alive. Oh, where the fuck is he?
Last
Where are
I
you
heard, he retired. He felt it wrong to carry on without you after you perished, and he wouldn't take me on as an apprentice because his last apprentice, you, died in such a way.
Yeah, I kind of did die. Yeah, I guess so.
Kamos and Olimar, also alive, kicking.
Well, this is great news. I was on my way to find them. In fact, again, like I said, I'm going to leave in 2 days.
I don't know where they are at the moment, but last I heard they were hanging around in the capital.
Is that where we're going?
Yes.
Well, as luck would have it, that's where we're headed.
That's a coincidence.
I kind of run security. I've stepped down from, commander of a prominent mercenary company to the head of security for a small one-man band. And
That's quite the step down.
I'm blending in. I don't want to draw too much attention to myself, he says as the 8-foot horse wearing brightly coloured armour.
I only wear this still because I was proud of the work we achieved and if I'd met anyone else who was part of... But the Radiant Lords is dead, gone, null and void, you could say. Not much point restarting an organization with 8 members, which was once 8,000.
Well, it lives on in our heart. That's where the true Radiant Lord spirit lies.
Yes, but I mean, after you were found to be presumed killed, everyone just sort of said, "Fuck it, fuck this."
Well, I don't blame them, to be quite honest. It was a pretty dire scenario. Well, what about you, Cedric? What are you doing? What are you up to? What's your plan? What's your ideal future? What's up?
Well, during my time with the Radiant Lords, I was quite enamored with your and Bjorn's work in the forge, but I was new, so I didn't ask to be taught, and then Bjorn refused to teach me. So I was just sort of wandering for a couple of years there, and then I didn't know you were here. I just came here looking for a possibility of an apprenticeship in smithing. I don't see myself as a mercenary anymore, but...
Well, I think you're in luck. A position has just opened up in my absence.
What the fuck?
Well, yeah, I'm leaving my... Wait, hang on a minute. Let me go. Alidra! I'm gonna shout in the background.
What?
Alindra, you know that other lad that I said who was gonna help you? Who might help you if he comes back?
Aye.
Well, there's another one now. If he wants the job. Do you want the job,
Well,
Cedric?
this is the guy who came earlier.
Was it?
Aye.
Oh shit, is it? Fuck it. It's this guy now. It's him. He's the guy, he's the one. He wants to learn from me, you've learned from me, he wants to learn from you. Do you want to learn from her? You do want to learn from her. Great.
Yeah, he's just nodding this entire time. He's like, yeah.
Cedric, welcome to my legacy. As I show him into the forge. I'm fucking knackered. I'm going to go to bed. He's a bit speechless, is Pierre. He doesn't quite know how to handle emotion, being a, PTSD-ridden
War veteran.
So he's trying to be cool, but he's like, ah. You can kind of see it on his face. So he's going to take himself off, wave goodbye to them, into his chambers.
I have got one thing that I've realised the Catawumpus probably would independently do during these 2 days. And it requires him to continue doing exactly what he was doing, except he is going to dedicate half of his brain to absorbing the mannerisms, the smells, the small little intricacies of how Neil moves around, the way he speaks, the little ways, his habits, his fidgets, all of those little things. He's going to try and dedicate as much of that to memory as possible, as to be able to, as easily as possible, recognize or detect him when nearby him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's no extra actual steps or anything. It's just that's what he'd be doing. He's dedicating half of his brain to doing that.
Okay. Yeah. And you come to the end of these 2 days.
One tiny thing Neil wants to really quickly do would be quickly lock his apartment. Because I remember last time I left the door open.
Of course, you can lock your apartment.
I don't think there's anything else I need from it. Unless you could think of anything.
No, I mean, you can go in there and look for something.
Yeah, I'll
I have a
look
table.
around. Yeah, I'll look around. I'll see if I can find anything. Just have one last look around. Just make sure there's nothing I'm leaving behind that I'm going to regret.
Can the Catawumpus also have a look around?
Of course you can.
Can everyone have a look around?
Everyone apart from Pierre, yeah. All right, everyone roll me a d20, please.
13.
17.
I got a 6.
17. You find a set of manacles.
Are they at all shiny?
They are quite shiny, yeah.
So Catawumpus will think about this for a second.
Okay. Neil, you find a dice set for like liar's
take
dice and such.
Yeah, I'm not complaining.
And Kasper, you find a bag of 1,000 ball bearings.
Awesome.
Whoa.
I already have one, so now I have more.
I will quickly grab my 40 gold pieces that are left in the top left-hand drawer of my bed cabinet.
Of course. Absolutely.
Kasper turns to Neil and asks,
Do you want to bring these? Do you think these will be useful?
You can have them.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah. Anything you see in my apartment, 90% of the time, I'm sure you could have them.
Oh, thanks.
okay, well,
It's mostly just junk. But it's my junk.
It's your junk?
I've been collecting
your
this for
junk.
69 years. I mean, 369 years, because that's how long I've been here. Definitely.
Who doesn't like junk?
The Catawumpus is going to put on his goggles.
Ah, okay.
He's determined that it's time to
Hey,
Put on the goggles.
put on the goggles.
I think it suits you.
Excellent.
I think you look quite distinguished.
The Catawumpus is now debating whether he should clasp one part of the manacle to his arm and leave the other part dangling. But he's going to think about that for a little while, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, he will just carry
There is
around
no
his
key.
manacle. Huh?
There is no key.
There is no key. Well, I mean,
Yes.
that's not necessarily an issue.
Okay. Well, yeah, you guys can search again if you wish. There's no limit to
Let's
how many times you want to
go!
search.
I'm
All right, one more
searching.
time.
12.
A 6. I love looking through my own junk.
A 17 again.
You re-roll.
I re-roll. Do I not just find the key?
Sure. Unless you want to take the new number.
Key or a 2? An interesting question. I'll take a 2.
12. You get... Oh, this is interesting. Let me look it up. You find a candle of the deep.
The heck does that do? Whoa, a funky candle.
The flame of this candle is not extinguished when immersed in water. It gives off light and heat like a normal candle.
Sick.
Neil, you find a spyglass.
Ooh.
Hey, okay. I will. I'll take the spyglass and go. Does anyone want this? No.
It is
Okay.
kind of shiny.
Oh.
I'll throw it back into the onto the bed.
It's not the right kind of shiny.
As a Catawumpus, you find a potion of healing.
Well, I'll
Hey.
leave that.
Hey,
No.
hang on. I'll pick that up.
Okay.
I forgot I left that under there.
What did you find again, Neil?
Spyglass.
Spyglass? Yeah, I'm a...
Hell yeah.
You gonna take the spyglass?
Yeah.
Because Neil doesn't want it.
I'm not bringing any attention to this
I'm
healing
not gonna
potion.
lie to you. Neil has the worst eyesight, so why would he's not gonna
Do
have any benefit from a spyglass?
So do I pick the legacy version or the new version?
There's
Oh.
a new version of the spyglass?
Apparently.
Okay, pick the new one.
Okay.
Yeah. You find these stuff and you lock the door.
Yay!
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Gust of Wanderlust. If you did enjoy this episode, please be sure to leave us a rating and a review, or tell your family and friends about the podcast, as that will help us reach more people and also tell the algorithm that people are enjoying what we're doing and that it's good. If you want to keep up to date with the podcast outside of, well, the podcast, you can do so on every social media platform at Gust of Wander. If you want to follow me, you can follow me on X at ChazzaTweets, on Instagram at Chazstagram, and on Twitch at ChazzaStreams. If you want to follow Sam, you can do so on X and Twitch at SolarisVT. If you want to follow Rayla, you can do so on X and Twitch at CasualRayla. If you want to follow Taylor, you can do so on X, Twitch, and YouTube at ForTheJaffas. And Matt is nowhere to be found as far as we know. Our next episode will be coming out Tuesday, December 10th, and we will see you then.